Just a little update, guys. Stuff cleaned up well. Thanks for the help, John, on identifying this and the other piece there. I actually had Googled this and kind of figured out what it was. So there's quite a few of the collets. I have one set that's missing one little spring there. So I'll get something figured out there. Stuff cleaned up great. I'm about halfway done with it, I would say. I brought a ton of it in the house. The chucks are all over here. They're amazing. Cleaned them all up, oiled them up. They all open and close smoothly. So, particularly excited about the 3/4 inch um, keyless chuck. So I'll be using that. So we got some more pieces over here. This Brown and Sharp piece. This thing here. Put multiple bits in there, spin it around. Several different Brown and Sharp V blocks. This is a little Starrett clamp. What's in here? I think this is just a big micrometer. Yeah, it's a big micrometer. It had some rust on it, came right off. It needs a little bit of paint work, but for now I just wanted to get the rust removal done. Let's see here. I'll walk you through this. So we got a lot of these little fine abrasives, rubberized abrasives and whatnot. There's a whole tray of them. A lot of them are brand new. And these are some good pieces. You got some Nortons. Several different brands. USA made. This is medium India MF 214, but there's a whole tray of these, and they're pricey. I sourced them, just to get an idea. But I'm going to show you some cool stuff here. Bear with me. I got a little pancake air compressor yesterday for 20 bucks, a little Porter cable one. And it's like brand new, came with a manual, came with a hose, and just for the air gun. And I tested that out. You plug it in the wall and it fills itself up, and it's good to go. So I haven't, I got to find the rest of these bits. They're mixed in with all the stuff here, but this is the Blue Point set. And just look at the packaging. I mean, this is a steel case. Look at that. I mean, that's just awesome. Can you imagine buying something on today's market of that kind of quality? So that's a pretty cool set. It's all there. It's just finding it. I think this Craftsman vise is a pretty much junk. It looks cheap. It feels cheap. It doesn't have any markings on it as far as where it was made. It's just I think it's current or somewhat recent, and it feels real cheap. But it may work out. We'll see. But this was in there. Now this guy that owned the lathe was older. Obviously, he passed away. Rest in peace to him. But I was told that he was a machinist for a company called New Venture Gear, and they're out of Syracuse here, and they're pretty big. They were big. They had a lot of ups and downs, but at one point they were booming, and kind of a big deal. So to be a machinist for them, he obviously was pretty good. But anyways, my point is, he kept notes, and I'm going to show you some of this stuff here. Just bear with me. He kept notes on a lot of the stuff, and this stuff is all cool to me, and I'm definitely going to keep it. But this is a little notepad, and he jotted down notes, and like the first one there is from 1910, and he just kept record on stuff that he did, and you know, more from 1910, and you know, he 1911 he marked down engine and part numbers and whatnot, and there's all kinds of records throughout this little tab, and I just think that's cool. So I'm gonna keep it in respect for him. And there's a bunch of little time card pieces and Stewart vacuum gasoline system instruction book. It's just records, you know, of stuff that he was doing, working on, various pieces of paperwork. It's all old, and it's cool. I'm gonna open all this up eventually, and you know, there's something in here. I don't know what, but it's cool, and I would never just throw it out. I like older stuff. I would keep it. I'm gonna keep it, but I don't know what the hell that is. You got me swinging on that, but you know, it's just little. I'm not sure if these engine tags are for New Venture gear, but I would imagine so. Assembly tags. It's just cool. And I got a ton of stuff in the house. Here's an old Briggs and Stratton instruction manual. Yeah, a lot of dial indicators. You know, I brought some of the stuff in. I'm just kind of processing it out here, bringing it in the house where I keep most of my stuff, and then when I get the lathe here tomorrow, I'll load it all up in that little I say little, but it's huge, big wooden cabinet. It's gonna go on that wall, that far wall. I'll walk over and show you. Right where these presses are, they're gonna be out of there. The lathe is going right there. So then the cabinet has multiple drawers, and I'll file away a lot of the stuff in there. But you can see that, you know, there's a lot of stuff left to do here. Stare at wrench for micrometer. Another V block here. There's a ton of some truck backers or whatever, but oh, it's actually Craftsman there. I just now noticed that. That's pretty cool. So that's the original. One of the, let me walk you over. Here's the bigger chucks. This one is a Craftsman, and I believe it to be original to the lathe itself. And these things cleaned up real well. So I got them on deck there. A lot of these little wrenches, little Armstrong specialty wrenches. A lot of mini wrenches. I'm just trying to do this real quick. I got stuff I got to do today. But yeah, nothing really special down there. A lot of it's in the house, like I said, but we cleaned up some of these screwdrivers here, and this one here, that's the Yankee, and I believe it's ratcheting. But that's pretty much it. This is a part. I'm not quite sure. This is a Hewlett Packard piece. Actually, it sells for $150. But I more or less just have everything organized. There's drill bits. There's random pieces, and it's a lot of stock, steel stock, which is cool. I'll get into that. I got the bigger drill bits in that tray there. Reamer bits. Then I got 600 and something bits in the house that I'll be able to bring out and use with this new lathe. New to me. It's old, which is good. See these little guys? I mean, this stuff is just insane. You think about, I mean, what it would cost me to accumulate even half this. I believe these are gauges. They're all different sizes, and they're all stamped. So just I don't know. I don't have money like that to be able to afford some of this stuff. So to get it all used and for it to be old, I like older stuff to begin with. But that's where it's at because I'll clean it up. The older stuff's gonna have way higher of a quality to it. So yeah, I'll give you a rundown tomorrow when I get the lathe set up and everything filed away. I'll show you everything. But as it stands, I got a 7 Jacobs chucks for it. Multiple 3 and 4 jaw chucks. There's one on the unit right now, and everything under the sun in between. So I'm pretty happy. I'm satisfied with the purchase. It was a little chunk of money, but it wasn't outrageous. I know I got a good deal. I feel like I could probably sell some of these accessories and make the money back, and I'm probably going to do that. But I'm not going to rush into it. I want to make sure that I keep stuff that's going to be most beneficial to me and what I'm going to do with it. So that's about it, really. I'm just walking around. There's a little pancake compressor. Things like brand new. The kid just upgraded for $20. I mean, you can't beat that. And he gave me this Craftsman weed whacker that he couldn't get to start, so I'm going to fix that and get that going as a backup. And I got my $30 generator. I started digging into that, take out the carburetor, clean that up, see if I can get it to run. I guess it runs, but there's an issue with it. The old owner thought it was the carburetor, but the same guy that I got the generator from, I got this Radal arm saw from for free, and he thought that you turned it on and it hummed. He thought it was the brushes, and it actually was the capacitors. So my point is, he might be wrong on that. I might be able to clean it and get it going. If not, you can get a carb pretty cheap, 10-15 bucks. So I'll take care of that. I don't know, just checking in. Appreciate you guys. Stay tuned. There's a lot going on. Have a good day. It's beautiful here, sunny and mild. Appreciate it.